Welcome to Module 5 of Media and Information Literacy. Before this module, you were able to learn more about the development of media across ages and how it affects your values and norms. In this module, you will be learning the types of media and media convergence. Particularly, you will learn that different types of media have different ways of presenting issues and news. After going through this module, the learner are expected to number 1, identify different types of media. Number 2, define media convergence in different contexts. Number 3, discuss how media personalities influence public opinion. And number 4, discuss how issues and news vary in media presentation.
Today, before we proceed to the next discussion, let's see how much you have learned from the previous module by answering this activity. In this activity, you have to study the picture closely and complete the corresponding insight. Write your answer in one whole sheet of paper. Media evolution is the process of how we communicate and consume information, starting from simple tools like stones and sticks to more complex and advanced devices like smartphones. There are 3 things I learned about media evolution. These are the development of new technologies, the changing ways we interact with media, and the impact of media on society. But the most important is that media evolution is an ongoing process. This means that media is constantly changing and developing, and it will continue to do so in the future. New technologies will be invented, new ways of interacting with media will emerge, and the impact of media on society will continue to evolve. So it's important to be aware of these changes so that we can understand the world around us and adapt to the new ways that media is shaping our life.
So now, let's proceed to what's new. For this activity, we are going to classify various examples of media into the respective types: the print media, the broadcast media, and the new media. Let's look at each example and place it in the appropriate category. So now, mag-proceed na po tayo sa pagsagot ng activity. So, unahin na po muna natin ang print media. Ano nga ba ang print media? Ang print media ay nagko-consist ng paper at ink na dumadaan sa printing process na traditionally mechanical. So, ang mga example po nito ay dyaryo, magazine, banner, flyers, at marami pang iba na dumadaan sa printing process. So, ang first po sa print media ay Reader's Digest. Ang Reader's Digest po kasi ay isang magazine na kilala sa mga articles ito at mga topics sa gaya ng health, humor, and human interest stories. So, next naman po dun is Pathways to Communication Secondary English Series. So, ito po ay isang textbook na nag-focus sa pag-improve ng students' reading, writing, and communication skills. So, ang last po ng print media ay Time Magazine. Ang Time Magazine po kasi ay isang American news magazine. And that's all for the print media. And let's proceed to broadcast media. So, ano nga ba ang broadcast media? Ang broadcast media po ay gumagamit po ng airwaves to send signals that can be picked by radios and TV. So, yung airwaves po is electromagnetic radio used for transmitting audio, video through the air. So, yung mga nasa broadcast media po is KMJS, arangkada ni Leo Lastimosa at Lloyd Suarez Onboard. So, alam naman po natin lahat na ang KMJS po ay napapanood sa TV. And ang arangkada ni Leo Lastimosa at Lloyd Suarez Onboard naman po ay isang radio program. So, ang tatlo pong ito ay nasa broadcast media dahil sila ay gumagamit ng airwaves to send signals sa mga TV and radyo nang hindi gumagamit ng internet. And that's all for broadcast media. So, now let's proceed to new media. So, ang una po sa new media ay Twitter. So, ang Twitter po ay isang social media platform kung saan ang mga gumagamit nito ay pwede mag-post and makapag-interact sa platform nito. And next naman po is Good Morning America Podcast. So, ang Good Morning America Podcast po ay isang audio program available online at pwedeng makinig ng mga latest na balita and interviews anytime. Ang pangatlo naman po is Willy Online Journal. Ang Willy Online Journal po ay isang online blog or digital journal kung saan yung content niya po is pinapublish or sinishare niya po over the internet. Lastly po sa new media is Ibana Alawi Vlog. So si Ibana Alawi po ay binablog ang kanyang mga kaganapan sa buhay at personal experiences. At pinapost niya po ito sa YouTube and Facebook. So, yung Twitter po, Good Morning America Podcast, Willy Online Journal, and Ibana Alawi Vlog are all new media dahil sila ay gumagamit ng internet at digital technologies. And that's all for this activity, and thank you for listening.
In our daily lives, we use different types of media to find out news, learn new things, and entertain ourselves. As time passed, people came up with different modes to provide news to the public. Here, you learn that today's media fall under three main categories, which are print media, broadcast media, and new media. Print media is a type of media that consists of paper and ink, reproduced in a printing process that is traditionally mechanical. For example, books, newspapers, magazines, banners, billboards, brochures, flyers, and many other more. More specifically, textbooks and oral communication or daily newspaper. The second one is broadcast media. Broadcast media is a type of media that reaches target using airwaves as the transmission medium. For example, radios and televisions, more specifically, TV5 or IFM. The last one is new media. New media is a content organized and distributed on digital platforms. For example, internet media such as blogs and podcasts. More specifically, CNN Digital and NAS Daily Blogs. With the advancement in technology, we can choose the type of media we want anytime and anywhere. So, we can hear the radio while commuting to school or work. We can watch our favorite show or movie on our phone, and we can find out many information and news on our laptop or any mobile device.
What could lead to this evolution of media types? Let's start with media convergence. According to Flu, media convergence is a phenomenon involving the interconnection of information and communication technologies, namely computer networks and media content. It is a direct result of the digitization of media content and the popularization of the internet. It establishes industries, services, and work practices and enables entirely new forms of content to emerge. It highlights the relations of information and communication technologies, particularly the internet, and how it has transformed the way we consume and create media. Next is technological convergence. The emergence of World Wide Web, smartphone, tablet, computers, smart televisions, and other digital devices has been possible for billions of people around the world to access media content that once tied to a specific communication media. As a result, media organization and media content producers have developed a cross-media content. For example, news organizations like news channels no longer simply provide just audio-visual content, but are portals like their websites for users to comment on the story or provide links to relevant material. Technological convergence driven by the emergence of the internet, smartphone, tablet, and other digital devices has revolutionized media access.
Social media includes technologies, platforms, and services that enable individuals and groups to engage actively in communication. It is a dominant force in the media convergence sector, allowing people to interact with media not only as consumers but also as creators. Example of social media includes networks like Facebook, microblogging sites like Twitter, video sharing platforms such as YouTube, and blogging tools like Blogger and WordPress.
We also have media personalities. Media convergence also paves the way for media and information. Thus, the terms tri-media, multimedia, queen of all media is created. These individuals become the media content producers who like to share to their viewers that they are like the latter by sharing relatable contents. They are under obligation to follow a code of ethics that prohibits the use of abusive or discriminatory material on race, age, gender, physical ability, or marital status. This highlights the rise of individuals who leverage media convergence to build their influence and reach across multiple platforms.
Afternoon po, ngayon naman, i-discuss ko naman po ang style and language of news presentation across media format. The media convergence has dramatically changed the way people consume their daily news and information. The usual morning and evening reading and watching habit of newspaper or television and radio broadcast has been outdated. Together with the change of media habit is the change in ways news and information presented. Style and language of news presentation across media format, it mentioned that media convergence has dramatically changed how people consume their daily news and information. For example, that is reading newspaper and writing television have become less frequent to the rise of the internet and social media platforms. Kasunod naman po is this shape in media habits has led to change in how news and information are presented. The article cite course trends and emerging news presentation in digital age as reported by the RAND Corporation in 2018. Increasing disagreement about objectives, fact, dates, and analysis. Halimbawa po niyan is ang paglitaw ng fake news at paggamit ng social media para sa pagkalat ng maling impormasyon ay nagdudulot ng pagtaas na hindi pagkasunod-sunod tungkol sa katotohanan. A blurring of the line between fact and opinion. Halimbawa po niyan is paggamit ng mga social media platforms para sa pagpapahayag ng personal na opinion ay nagdudulot ng paglalabong linya sa pagitan ng katotohanan at opinion. The next one naman po is increasing relatives of opinion over fact. Halimbawa po is ang paglilitaw ng mga influencer, mga opinion leaders sa social media ay nagdudulot ng pagtaas ng relative na dami ng opinion kaysa sa katotohanan. The last one is declining trust in government, media, and others institutions that used to be sources of punctual information. Halimbawa po is ang pagtaas ng fake news at mga paggamit ng social media para sa pagkalat ng maling impormasyon ay nagdudulot ito ng pagkababa ng tiwala sa mga tradisyonal na media outlets sa gobyerno. Next naman po is the style of news presentation. The table shows the different media types divided into two periods before the year of 2000 and after the year of 2000. First, print journalism is mga balita ay karaniwang nakasulat sa isang formal at detalyadong paraan na may diin sa mga katotohanan at mga opisyal na papayag. Ginagamit ito ng mas malawak na wika at mas detalyadong paglalarawan. Kasunod naman po nito is broadcast journalism. Is mga balita po na karaniwang nakasulat sa isang mas diretso at maikli na pamaraan na may diin sa mga pangunahing katotohanan. Ginagamit po ang mga ito ng mas tiyak at konkretong wika. Next naman was after the year 2000. Print journalism, ang mga balita ay nagiging mas nakatuon sa pagkukwento na may diin sa mga emosyon at personal na pananaw. Ginagamit po ang mga ito upang mas maikli at mas madaling basahin ng wika. Ang broadcast journalism naman po, ang mga balita na nagiging mas nakatuon sa mga opinion ay ginagamit ang mga ito ng mas malayang wika at mas maraming paggamit ng mga personal na karanasan.
So now, let's proceed to Activity 1, Filipino Media Personality. Direction: look at the pictures of some Filipino media personalities below. Indicate the type of media they represent and write all the 3 types of media if you think they represent all. Again, direction: look at the pictures of some Filipino media personalities below. Indicate the type of media they represent and write all the 3 types of media if you think they represent all. So number 1 is Maria Ressa. Number 2, Pia Wurtzbach. Number 3, Maine Mendoza. Number 4, Bobby Nalzaro. Number 5, Corina Sanchez. Number 6, Mike Enriquez. Number 7, Chris Aquino. And number 8 is Vice Ganda.
Activity 2, aalamin natin yung ilang mga media personalities na actively involved ng ABS-CBN franchise renewal hearing at i-recall natin kung ano nga ba yung involvement nila. At meron tayong 4 na katanungan na dapat yung sagutin. Very good at nasagot nyo ang 4 na katanungan at na-explain nyo ang inyong mga viewpoints sa 3 taong ito. So, ang 3 taong ito ay tinatawag natin content producer. Sila ay nagbigay ng some reliable sources at sila ay nagpakita sa media ng print, broadcast, and new media.